What a stunning fish. We're going to get this back in the water pretty quickly. Whoa, big one. Whoa, big fish. Big fish. All right, I think it's time to let this guy go. So here we are, packing for another offshore adventure. This time we're off to 3 different destinations in Canada. People often ask me, why do we keep going back to Canada? And it's a pretty simple answer. It's an amazing destination, stunning scenery, and endless fishing opportunities, including salmon and halibut on the west coast, the giant sturgeon in the rivers, and then the jewel in the crown, the massive Atlantic bluefin tuna in Prince Edward Island. So here I am, I'm just going through the final departure checklist. Got my passport, I've got my trusty Shimano reels and gear all packed into my Tatonka bag. I've got all my camera gear here and the Nanook hard case. But the only thing different on this trip is B and the kids are not going to be able to join me. So the plan is to document these 3 different destinations in Canada, not only for you guys and girls, but I want to share all these experiences with my family. After all, that's what Journey of a Fisherman is all about. On this leg of the journey, it's a hassle-free 12-hour flight from Auckland to Vancouver, then a short 2-hour flight up to Masset. Then it's the jewel in the travel crown, a chartered helicopter flight across some of northern Canada's most expansive and stunning wilderness, out to the 5-star Peregrine Lodge. It's really hard to describe the Peregrine Lodge experience, so I'm going to get some footage. We're going to cut together a highlights reel of this seriously cool bucket list destination. Well, it's time to make tracks. So check out our Canadian adventure. I've spent most of my adult life travelling to some of the world's most exotic and far-flung locations, and often doing it rough in the pursuit of adventure and experiences, but we certainly won't be without creature comforts here at the 5-star Peregrine Lodge. From the first glimpse of this palatial lodgings, the wildlife, the surrounding forests and the easy access to the fishing grounds, one just knows this place is all about relaxing and luxury in spades. Truly a destination that ticks all the boxes. Just arrived here in the helicopters at Peregrine Lodge, so amped. Happy to be here, be back again. Bring on tomorrow, we start fishing for these massive big salmon and halibut. All the guests have arrived, the helicopter's all in, so stay tuned. Peregrine Lodge is on. Check this out.
Saturday steak night, so we got grilled New York strip loins with a Creole butter. We got this lovely pistachio nut crusted spring salmon, locally caught.
We sure are eating good here at Peregrine Lodge, aren't we?
Absolutely, yes we do.
And the desserts? Good morning, boys. Another day in paradise. We're off to Cody.
We're off to Snake Rock. It's one of my favorite places for big Chinook salmon, and we're gonna get out there and we're gonna go get some big ones.
Woo, let's do it.
So this is a herring, and what we use is a cut plug herring. So we actually cut the head off and we gut the herring, and that way it allows water to actually flow through the bait and actually give it a twirl. We're mooching today, so we're going pretty slow. That's the way I like to do it. That's kind of my standard cut. And we'll toss it in and we'll see how it rolls.
Gotta be a big salmon in there. What are we into here, Murray? First fish of the trip?
Man, he's on it. Playing like a rock star. Excellent, keep it. We got it. First fish in the boat. Well done.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Great job.
It's bird. Beautiful time.
Yeah. First fish on, first fish in the boat. Look at that.
How's it feel?
Couldn't be any better. Couldn't be any better.
Played like a champion. Well done. We have a nice Chinook salmon on right now, or otherwise known as a king or spring.
Here you go, the man of the hour. Murray, hit it again.
Don't walk back yet. Not yet. Doesn't get any better than mooching cut plugs in shallow water for big Chinook salmon.
This is one of your favorite ways of fishing?
Favorite ways of fishing and my favorite spot.
Here we go.
We'll let him go.
Okay.
Nice, well done.
Nicely done.
Don't have to kill him.
Nice Chinook. Looks like it's probably Fraser River bound, just judging by the blunt.
This one's going to go to Fraser River.
Yeah, very good.
Markings on here. Peregrine Lodge. Beautiful fish.
Don't get this any better.
What a stunning fish. We're going to get this back in the water pretty quickly.
39.5.
Well, worth coming to Peregrine Lodge?
Every cent of it, mate. Beautiful. Couldn't get a better deal.
They're hooked up to a king. Here in hiding way. This is what we come here for.
Oh yeah. Woo. Definitely measure that guy out.
That's a good fish. So stoked.
Yeah, you betcha.
Woo. And that's the perfect way to finish our last day of fishing. A nice king salmon. So we're going to release this guy. Well, hopefully we'll catch him when we come back next year. And just like the previous 3 days, we arrive back at the dock and the guides take care and process all the salmon and halibut that were selected to join us on the one-way trip back to New Zealand. Whilst all the guests and anglers catch up at the bar, enjoy a refreshment or two and share tales of the ones that didn't get away. I've been dreaming of catching a 30-pound plus king salmon, and today finally did it. Absolutely stoked. It's taken 3 years and I can finally tick that off my bucket list. So thank you Peregrine Lodge. 31-pound king salmon today. Doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, to catch those beautiful big king salmon, or Chinook salmon as they call it, absolutely fantastic. It made my whole trip worthwhile.
Oh, there's no one best thing about Peregrine Lodge, mate. I mean, the food's absolutely divine. The fishing's just out of this world. So cool.
Oh, the thing I really enjoyed this year was catching the coho, which was 17.1 pound. It was awesome.
The food is unbelievable, excellent. I've got to have a talk to my wife when I catch up with her.
You're in trouble now, mate.
Again.
It's now time to get back on the chopper for our next leg of our Canadian adventure. In a few hours I'm going to meet the team of Journey of Fisherman in Vancouver and we're going to document some amazing fishing action on the Fraser River. And I've also got a really important package to deliver. I can hear the choppers coming. It's time to get out of here. And the important package I had to deliver was some fresh frozen peregrine, salmon and halibut for the good people at Ford, who've arranged for the stunning Ford expedition for a Canadian road trip up the Fraser River. Cheers Ford, we hope you enjoyed the fish as much as we enjoyed catching it. Woo. The amped up crew of travelling anglers that had assembled for the Fraser River leg of our 2019 Canadian experience wasted no time in packing up the truck and prepared themselves for a fishing trip like no other. Canadian road trip on! I still get the same buzz at the beginning of a trip as I did when I first started travelling and exploring new locations around the world. Last year my family and I came to the Fraser River to test the waters for the first time to ensure its reputation as a world-class fishery was justified. Everything from the accommodation, food options, guides, boats and fishing has to be top-notch before we promote a new fishing destination. The Fraser River experience did not disappoint. Welcome to the Fraser River in British Columbia, Canada. Yesterday we had a really beautiful scenic drive up the Fraser River and a relaxing night in our accommodation. But today is our first day of fishing. We've been hearing some really good reports of the lower stretches of the river with huge numbers of fish. So we've already sent a crew off and they're into it. But we've also got another crew and they've gone up to the canyon. Beautiful area. These guys are going to be in for a real treat and the hope of catching one of those really big resident sturgeon that live up there. But anyway, let's get into it.
Large chunks of debris. I don't want to fish over a debris field. Yeah, see what's there, one there, one there, one there, one there.
That's your lunch and your bait.
Oh, there we go, there we go. As soon as the bait settled in the zone, the bites came quick and fast, and Murray was hooked up to his first ever Fraser River sturgeon fish. Jeez, that was a good run. Whoa, big fish!
Big fish. I love this time of year.
Unreal. Doing good, Murray. You're doing bloody good. This is a good fish. Well, look at this industry on the side of the river, and Murray hooked up to a big sturgeon.
Oh, they're amazing fish.
Oh, look at that. Yes.
Oh, fresh ocean. Yeah.
That is a beauty.
On that fish.
Yep. Woo. Well done, Murray. Woo. What a stunner. Whee.
Right, so you've got a bit of video.
Thank you. I came here to catch the sturgeon.
Nice work, Pete. Keep it coming, mate. This is a good fish. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Here we go. Off he goes. Whoa, look at that. First fish of the trip. Woohoo! Crazy to think that we're sitting in a river right now.
Just don't want this fish coming up and around the anchor because he's coming upstream here, so we're going to pull the anchor and free float, so there's no chance of that. View from my office is pretty darn good. I'm not complaining. Could be a little better if these guys were fine looking ladies, but you know.
They can be for the right amount of money.
For the right amount of money, they can be.
There he is.
Thank you, Sasha. That was awesome.
Doing a good job, mate. You're doing a good job. There you go. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that. Got him, Pete. Well done. Murray, oh, he's gone. Nice work. Woo!
He just decided to go. He decided to go, all right.
You're looking a little bit puffed, mate.
Yeah, just that one's a bit of hard work.
Yes, my birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. And yeah, the boys have said that I can quite a fish, so very nice.
He's getting grumpy now, Tony.
That's what happens when you get the puppy. It all starts falling out the back end. Alright, here we go. We're into it. There we go. Beautiful fish too. It's nice size. Ooh. As you can see, we're using the Telica reels here. The 20s and the 25s are perfect reel for these sturgeon. Super smooth drag, and they can hold a good capacity of PowerPro 130. It's sort of a reel you're using for marlin, but obviously these fish are big. Beauty.
It's a nice fish, Tony.
See you later. Thanks for coming. Woo. Thank you.
Good job, man. Awesome. Beauty.
Woo. Man, those fish are so cool. I think that's number 12 for the day.
Oh,
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, let's try to do one more time, shall
Do
we?
one more, yeah, let's get it.
Let's do it.
You reckon you might get a bit angry? Whoa, big one! Woo!
That's it, Murray.
There he goes. Oh, yeah!
What a beauty. Look at him. And as you can see here, the circle hook, the hook just pops right out.
Whoa!
Look at that tail.
A couple of things that really stick in my mind about this trip was on day 2 we had a phenomenal bite, 17 fish released. Yeah, awesome. Up you go, buddy.
Oh yeah! Fraser River. That's freaking awesome, man.
Well done. And while that's going on,
Oh, there's one there.
we have another guy hooked up here. He's off. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Lots of fun.
At one stage we had a triple hookup.
Triple hitter, triple hook.
Ah! We got 3 on! Oh, yeah, yeah.
We gotta get going.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
I don't know, he says.
I'm gonna jump right here between everyone. Go.
Ah, we're going to jump it. Oh, this is too good.
Oh shit.
Triple hookup, look at this. That's all going on. We got people everywhere. Pretty impressive thing to see 3 fish swimming up to the boat at the same time.
Recording. Leave on there.
But the fish of the trip was certainly Murray's. They went up to the canyon in search of that big fish, and that's what he certainly got.
There he is.
Good fish.
Yeah, what's it need to eat?
Yeah, we're right in the top of the canyon now. Was down in the harbour yesterday and had a great day. But I don't know, these fish up here, maybe they've got a bit better fight than downstream. This one's giving me a hell of a scrap.
Well, Murray has been giving this fish for an hour and 54 minutes now. Second longest battle of a fish I've ever had a client face. Murray is definitely not lollygagging. He knows how to pull on a rod. He's kept that rod corked the whole time. He's fighting hard. It's really giving him a workout here. I think his hands are cramping up, but this fish just won't lift off bottom, but he's giving it his all and he's working hard at this fish. Murray's been into this fish for near 2 hours now. We've been unable to lift him out of the hole he's hanging in. He's not snagged up on anything. He's just really sounding and using the hydraulics to his advantage. So I'm going to fire up and we're going to try to pull the fish out of the hole sideways, get this fish actually working and using some energy instead of just digging in with his pec fins and holding his ground. And hopefully we can bring the fish out that way because Murray's struggling here. He's giving it his all, he's working his butt off, but the fish just won't move. So we got to try to make something happen here.
With Captain Sasha now able to use the boat to move Murray's stubborn fish from the bottom, the fight took the crew on a 3 kilometre downriver intense battle. The fish had a burst of energy breaking the surface to show its truly impressive bulk. With heavy rapids and obstacles looming, the call was made to continue the fight from the nearest beach that allowed Murray to gain control of this truly massive prehistoric monster.
106 inches.
Oh, Murray, awesome!
Fucking right, Joe.
Look at that fish!
About 400 pounds. Going.
And the great thing to see was that fish was released. Whew. And here we go, we're just about to bring another one boat side. So as you can see by the sheer number and size of fish that we've caught this week, it's a world-class fishery. If you'd like to join us on one of these bucket list trips, look us up at Offshore Adventures and we'd love to sort you out on an amazing fishing adventure. All right, I think it's time to let this guy go. That ends our Fraser River Sturgeon adventure. Tonight we're going to regroup, get on a plane, we're going to fly to the east coast of Canada where we're going to fish in one of the best big fish fisheries in the world. It's going to be an experience that's going to test our anglers to the fullest. A massive thanks to our amazing team that makes this journey possible. Ford for tough, safe tow vehicles, helping us go further in comfort and style. Custom Alloy Marine trailers, the best looking, safest, low maintenance trailers we've ever used. Extreme Boats, get us to the fish in their award-winning hulls with unmatched stability, performance and looks, making these the ultimate extreme offshore fishing vessel. Honda Outboards, ensuring we get home safely with their quiet, fuel-efficient, strong and reliable 4-stroke outboards. Garmin Marine for setting up our vessels with market-leading intuitive electronics that help us navigate, search for and find trophy fish. Shimano for hooking us up with the latest technology and rods, reels and accessories, helping our anglers land the fish of their dreams. And of course, the coverage we get to share this journey from New Zealand's largest fishing magazine, New Zealand Fishing News. And DB Export for keeping us refreshed with their quality beverages. And Sims Products and Apparel for keeping us covered in a wide range of extreme elements. This journey would not be possible without the support from Hunting and Fishing New Zealand. Stores located nationwide, overflowing with friendly, knowledgeable advice, quality products that are focused on keeping us out there and doing it. A big shout out to our other great brand partners for their quality services and products that keeps this journey rolling. Keep up to date with the journey on our website, Facebook page, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.